Like when you think about your process through high school and then going to college, you haven't even really started thinking about what it is you want to do by yourself. Like no matter how much say so you had in your college, your program, your degree, like that, you still were placed in that particular place by your parents or whoever had the most influence over you.
You barely know who you are.
There you go. So I think that moment, like when you're like, wait a minute, I have a choice in how I want to spend my time. I have a choice in what I want to pursue. I have a choice in what I want to learn, what talents I want to learn, and what gifts I want to cultivate. And so I think that's the part that kind of blindsides you, because you kind of get out there and, you know, you get to a level of success and you're like, okay, this is cool. I'm making good money. But now what? Like, do I even really want to do this?
Yeah.
And so I think once you get to that part, that's the part where it's like, now you in open ocean without a boat and you trying to figure this thing out.
That's crazy because they tell you they like go to school or to college, get a degree, get a good job, buy a house. They don't tell you shit after that.
Yeah. Bro,
have some kids get married, but like what else?
We
in between.
You remember we talked about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You remember we talked about that American dream. That's not really everybody's American dream,
right?
Or even the parts that are like what was set in front of me as a kid was like, you need to make 100,000, and so cool. Everything was around making 100,000, making 100,000, making 100,000. But once you get there, it's like, what's your next goal?
Right.
Like, what's next? And that was the pot, the golden pot at the end of the rainbow. Like, what is next? Like, what is your next goal? And then so, my dad like was in technology too. So when he died, also, it was like, who am I supposed to be at this point? Where am I going? Like, what are my mentors looking like? Yeah. So that's like, that was a big part of life for me, figuring out, placing, not putting down because I'm still in technology, but putting down the path that was drawn out for me and saying, well, what do you want to do? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? And what does that look like for the next few years of your life?
I'm just fitting. Yeah, I'm just fitting. I'm just fitting. This shit have been on my mind for quite some time. I gotta put the shit on the line. I'm just fitting. Yeah, I'm just fitting.
Really? You ain't even fade it?
He ain't even try to fade it.
Not at all.
That nigga ain't even get to the good part.
Yeah, I thought we knocked the walls down. Oh, he was talking about the inside walls.
Oh man!
Wow. Okay, construction worker. All right.
Construction worker. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Drywall.
Welcome all the way to
Hopefully it ain't dry. Shit.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode. Another episode of Dropping Dymes.
Welcome back.
If you don't know, man, it's your first time here. I'm Byron.
I'm Wallace.
And I'm Brandon.
Skip him.
That's how I feel sometimes.
Him, not you.
And today, man, we got a special guest.
We got a special guest.
We definitely gonna let Wallace
Special.
introduce this
at the end of the hallway.
Shit.
Yeah, man, we got a very special guest. Special to me. Now you're gonna be special to y'all. This young man, because honestly, even though he look older than us, he is younger than all of us.
Stressed out life.
How
Stressed
old are
out
you?
life. 34. 33 actually. No, 34.
Okay, all right, ain't too much younger. I thought you was in your 20s. I was finna say shit.
shout out.
Damn, bro. You need to
Life been rough.
quit one of them jobs. You about to introduce.
You got too much going on.
You gotta
But
slow it
nah,
down.
Go ahead,
this is a good man. He's a father. He's a husband. He went to Elizabeth City State College. It's a state on
You
there.
went to who?
Elizabeth City State.
Okay.
It's an HBCU that nobody know about.
There you go.
But now you do.
There you go. Learning
Where
new
is
things
that?
every day.
ain't got it.
East Coast of North Carolina. Like right next to the water. 45 minutes from Virginia Beach.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, those words. Yeah. Went to Georgia Tech, got his master's in business, his MBA. But then he didn't just gain the knowledge, he utilized the knowledge. When I met Vernon, he was trying to figure out how to start and run businesses. And he's figured it out and done it repetitively. He's in the industry of IT sales in the daytime, but all the other time, he's between being a father and a husband. He's become an ordained pastor. Is that the word? Can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ordained pastor.
Right?
Preacher.
My bad. I don't know the difference.
I mean,
I'm
technically
I'm a
ordained
sinner,
minister,
man.
pastor, same
But
thing.
I'm a sinner. My bad.
Not at my church. But go ahead.
But he's gone and done that. He's moved to Mississippi, helped to re-energize the church. I don't know if it's starting up or like reignited the church, but got a church going. He's opened up a business where they got an event space, renovated the space. Like you go find a building and nobody can see the possibilities, and Vernon saw the
I ain't see it. My wife saw it.
Vernon married the person that gave him the vision.
I walked in and said, "Nah, we ain't doing it." She said it's perfect, and she won.
Hey, that's the value of marriage right there, right? And
there you
make it work.
There you go.
But you have the ability to make vision reality. That's what I've seen since I met you. I told the fellas that when I first started Changing Cleats, the first person, family or otherwise, that invested in me monetarily as well as academically or technically was Vernon. The first camera I ever got, the first light I ever got, Vernon gave it to me. The podcast started with the camera that Vernon provided to me that was able to extend to this group of fellas to create what we have now. So this man right here is a source of light. You'll see that as he starts talking. He can't sit still. He can't keep the energy down. But it's a great man, and we're here to introduce him to you. But you know we about the shits, so it's gonna be all of that in there too.
How did you meet the nigga?
So I actually started going to a married couples group before I got married.
Okay.
So Vernon had made that jump before me, and he just happened to be in that group, and he was a person that nobody liked in the group because he did exactly what part of this conversation is going to be. Vernon is 100% honest of what he feels. He might not always be right, but he's going to be honest in what he feels.
I'm always right.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, there we go.
So, well, look, and I one growth part that I've seen in Vernon is, it used to be, I'm gonna say it however the hell I feel like saying it. Now it feels like he kind of thinks about it. Sometimes it still comes off of how I feel. It's whatever, but at least you can tell now he takes a conscious effort of how I'm gonna deliver this, because the goal is for you to understand and then execute after, instead of you just be imposed by my will. So
maturation.
Vernon Brown, to the people.
Vernon Brown.
I don't know how I'm gonna live up to that, but I'm gonna try.
What you got? Who named you?
So I'm a junior.
Okay,
I'm a junior. So my father's name means flourish and conquer. Vernon Troy.
Grandparents.
Okay.
Yeah, they started all this, and it's been
flourish and conquer.
Flourishing is Vernon, and my middle name is Troy, which is conqueror.
Oh, we just put him on Troy.
Yeah, I gotta go watch that movie.
Check that shit.
I couldn't find it on. It's on.
I never knew such a
got
terrible name meant some shit.
Yeah, mean something. What's your name mean?
No shit. Not shit. That shit just branding. I'm gonna have to look it up.
It means something in there. It means something.
Burning. God, hey.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
I want to apologize to all the burnings out there.
You,
I think that's
let it when Bernie Maxwell, you would got your ass.
I think that's some good homework though, because like if you think about, when I think about flourishing
Nah, you just gonna like what I found. I found some stuff you ain't gonna like it. It might be room hand.
It might fit. Exactly.
Fuck nigga. I did watch the episode when you hated the word fuck.
He ain't gonna hear that.
I did see that episode. Nigga, we ain't want to fight today.
But look, like flourish and conquer.
Yeah.
That's, I don't know if that's what you caught it when you was little and was like, that's what I'm gonna do in my life, but that's what it feels like you do with life.
That's what you just said.
Like, one crazy thing, like I have two kids, a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and we were really intentional about naming them too. And it's interesting because even at a young age, you can see them embody the name. Really? Now, I don't know if it's because the name has power over the person or the person walks into the name, but regardless,
you speak life into them.
Exactly.
You
exactly.
Literally, when they born, you just spoke life into your kids.
There you go. Look, you do it every day too. Yeah. It's not just a one moment thing. Every day you're hearing this, and you don't even know what it means, but it's getting sunken into your soul every time somebody calls you that.
Yep.
So think about, and I know this might go way deeper, but think about every day when your kid is little, you literally tell them what their name is.
Yep.
Like, so that this is in them from the jump. Like, you telling them, like, your name is strength, your name is this. Like, bro, that's...
Oh, you mean like what it means.
Yeah, like their literal
I
meaning.
was about to say, I just said that, didn't I?
I'm talking about the meaning of their name.
I got you. That, yeah.
So that they know just who they are.
Yeah, and I mean, especially if you know it, like you may be unknowingly speaking it over them if you don't know the name. But if it's like, if you know the name, then yeah, you're saying that when you're saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they growing up, you know, if you just keep saying the name to them.
I already see Miss Gold go.
That nigga sleepy. That nigga sleepy. I'm not talking about just saying that name.
Yeah, I get it.
Hey, little Vernon. Hey, little Vernon. Hey, little Vernon. That kid slapped the shit out of you.
I'm trying to get you flourishing up.
Nigga, flourish today. Nigga, give me a nickname. V Money. V Money. V Money.
There you go.
Oh shit!
All right,
Hey,
I'm done.
since we here, man, we already laughing. Y'all take a listen. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend,
About your friends, baby.
and come be our friend, man.
Yeah, man.
Tell them subscribe. Listen, if they ain't even watching, subscribe. Let's get these numbers up. What we said this year,
1,000.
1K,
One stack, baby.
There you go.
1K at least. We really want that by the end of this season.
Plus some.
You don't understand, but we really trying
That's
to get it
all
out there.
637 people. We can do it.
Right.
That boy got mad, boy.
That is.
Right?
That's why.
Is that correct?
No, it's not. But it's close.
Let's go with it.
That's why.
Let's go let it rip.
It'll put us over a stack. We good. But that's why he's teaching Brady math right there. So the numbers is coming through. You understand? We not gonna let him teach them higher level, man. But
we good.
We also get them numbers up.
Stay right there.
Also, not gonna teach him, let him teach him how to catch. I can't do that shit either.
I ain't gonna attack my boy.
Hey, bro, it was the ball, bro. I wanted the only nigga. It was 3 of us that dropped.
Deflate cake.
No, that thing had
So
too much.
go over there. So go over there, subscribe, share, comment, hit that bell, man. So that
bell.
anytime we putting stuff out, y'all be the first ones to know about it.
Yeah, man. After that, go over to the website.
Yeah. www.droppingdymes.com.
With a Y.
Dimes with a Y. Go over there, man. Purchase something. It's merch on there.
Yeah.
Brandon got the sweatshirt on. I got on the
t-shirt.
T-shirt. My bad.
Yeah,
I thought he had ripped the sleeves off of it.
Not yet.
I know he had that.
It ain't that flavor.
I got
Give me
on
another 2 months.
I got on the old John. Y'all can definitely go pick this up, man. With these sweatshirts on there. Them
I
things feel,
got on underrated.
Yeah, them boys feel amazing. We ain't plugging that tonight. Them sweatshirts feel amazing. You hear me? So
They do.
we got the stitch. We got the, you know what I'm saying,
print.
like the print on. Brandon got on the version of the stitch right there, man. that you
Embroider? I see embroidered.
Yeah, we
man.
man, we
quality.
doing.
I see.
We
I
doing
see.
good stuff,
H2O.
man. We doing big things. Go over there, check it out. Listen, buy yourself something, man.
Buy somebody else
Treat
too.
yourself. Don't beat yourself. You understand?
Unless it's Friday night and the wife is gone.
Thanks for coming out with another episode.
This man cannot stay away from masturbation on no episode.
And then want to light
Didn't
candles
you
and
just say
shit.
this man was a preacher? God damn,
The
man.
preacher can have his own moments
I'm
too.
just saying, come on, man.
Preacher do that.
Show the man of God some respect.
In the house.
I'm a man of God too.
Reverend Brown. Reverend Brown been my preacher
Oh,
since
my
I was a
God.
little bit boy.
Little Billy boy.
Where my organ at?
Listen.
We ain't got started yet.
So we got my boy got a question of the week for us.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Did
My
we
boy
answer
got
the question from last week?
Yeah, we did. My boy got a question of the week for us. You make
In case
me
you
nervous.
came my way, I found a question.
My boy got the question of the week. What you got, my boy?
Alright, let me think of something real quick. Nah, man. Honestly, I was thinking about, like how I started. I was thinking about as a child, the things that everybody wanted to be. I want to grow up. I want to be an adult. I'm a big boy. All those things. And then when you get to being an adult, what's the biggest thing that surprised you
Bills.
or caught you off guard in your transition from wanting to be an adult to actually being an adult?
What was the biggest thing that caught you off guard into going into from childhood into adulthood?
Yeah.
He always had these stupid ass fucking questions.
And your stupid ass answer every week.
I know. I don't have a choice. It's
But
a
guess what?
podcast.
Guess what? If he asked the question, it wouldn't be stupid, right?
Nah, I have stupid ass questions too, but your shit just be real deep.
I I'll take it.
Go ahead,
I think the main thing that's surprising is the difference or the gap between the path that you kind of foresee and they kind of feed you as far as go to college, get a good job, do this, do that, and whatever, and your actual path. Like, when you think about your process through high school and then going to college, you haven't even really started thinking about what it is you want to do by yourself. Like, no matter how much say so you had in your college, your program, your degree, like that, you still were placed in that particular place by your parents or whoever had the most influence over you.
You barely know who you are.
There you go. So I think that moment, like when you're like, wait a minute, I have a choice in how I want to spend my time. I have a choice in what I want to pursue. I have a choice in what I want to learn, what talents I want to learn, and what gifts I want to cultivate. And so I think that's the part that kind of blindsides you, because you kind of get out there and, you know, you get to a level of success and you're like, okay, this is cool. I'm making good money. But now what? Like, do I even really want to do this?
Yeah.
And so I think once you get to that part, that's the part where it's like, now you in open ocean without a boat and you trying to figure this thing
That's
on
crazy because they tell you they like go to school or to college, get a degree, get a good job, buy a house. They don't tell you shit after that.
Yeah. Bro,
have some kids get married, but like what else?
In between.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You remember we talked about that American dream that's not really everybody's American dream.
Right.
Or even the parts that are, like, what was set in front of me as a kid was like, you need to make 100,000. And so, cool, everything was around making 100,000, making 100,000, making 100,000. But once you get there, it's like, what's your next goal?
Right.
Like, what's next? And that was the golden pot at the end of the rainbow. Like, what is next? Like, what is your next goal? And then so, my dad, like, was in technology too. So when he died also, it was like, who am I supposed to be at this point? Where am I going? Like, what are my mentors looking like? Yeah. So that was a big part of life for me, figuring out, placing, not putting down because I'm still in technology, but putting down the path that was drawn out for me and saying, well, what do you want to do? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? And what does that look like for the next few years of your life?
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's my answer too.
I felt like that was gonna be an hour answer. Like motherfucking answer.
But I mean that's a big piece that people are not prepared or aware for, is knowing that you know that there's a path, but then you got to realize, is that my path?
Yeah.
And then that's where a lot of people kind of get lost. Is like, I've been doing what everybody else wants me to do for so long.
Yeah.
And then I get lost in trying to figure out who I am, and I hate the thing that I'm doing or the person that I'm being. And now some people, they don't know how to handle it. They just make a abrupt pivot without preparation. They haven't really thought through it because it's like, I hate who I am. Now let me make a jump. I guess us being the leaders of the next generation, that's what I'm gonna call it. That's what we have to start imparting to the children. I think you do a good job of always bringing it up, is that you don't have to go straight to college to do this strict path that the American people have always said this is what you're supposed to do. But, and we talked about it last episode, is make sure you're ready to learn though. Whatever direction you start to feel inside of yourself, pursue it. Because a lot of times when you have the energy and the passion to go after something, you'll do it for free. You'll do it when you're tired. You'll do it. You'll push yourself to gain whatever is there to gain from it. But then have the knowledge to know this, like, it was football for me. That drove me to go to college. It drove me to get through college. But I didn't necessarily know I need to be thinking about, I'm learning all of these skills within football, within this chase, that are going to help me pivot to really do things outside of it. I made that recognition after the fact. But to give the children, the youth, that knowledge or awareness as they're going through it, to me, is going to help our next generation be able to sprout their wings and truly fly.
Niggas sprouting wings and flying and shit.
I feel like there's a responsibility in the middle of that though. So, you know, let's say you got a kid who's set on the path, right? They don't like it. Let's say it's some desk job, it's boring. That's what they're going to do. But their innate desire to do something else cool that you got to learn a lot of stuff for. Yeah. I think where the responsibility of leadership and mentorship comes in is, yes, presenting the idea that you can do what you want to do, but there's also a decision point of, is it worth the sacrifice it's going to take? Like, this is an easy path where you can just ride life out, but you have to be open enough and honest enough to say, I'm going to choose the hard path. I'm going to choose the path that's going to require additional education. I'm going to choose the path that's going to require me to, you know, have those sleepless nights, staying up studying, to go in this different direction. But if you choose not to, that's okay. Right. But make sure it's a valid choice you're making, and then don't turn around and be upset with your mom and upset with your pops and feeling all kind of ways and going through therapy about them and all this stuff, because at the end of the day, you had the reins. What did you choose with the reins and the power that you had?
also got to remember, kids are stupid. So you can't just say you had the reins, you decide your life. Like, they still need guidance. And if they do fuck up, then yeah, bring them to counseling, bring them to whatever, bring them back home to get back on to the A path. But like, to me, I got 18, 19, 20-year-old. They might be thinking these things, but they don't know what the fuck that actually means.
Yeah.
So, like,
you don't think so?
Dude, I had no fucking plan.
when did you get your plan together? If you got a plan now.
Yeah.
when you was talking.
Last week.
Yeah, right now,
I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right there. Nah, man, shit. Life. I've rode this fucking life wave like none other. Like, I really came out of college. Okay, I gotta get a job. Same shit, you know.
Yeah.
Gotta get a job, gotta find a good job. Got married, had kids. But it was like really figuring it out on the way.
Gotcha.
So until like, I guess during marriage and after the first kid, it was like, okay, now I gotta get something going.
Gotcha.
And so, you know, that's kind of when it came. I guess around what, 24?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Same for you, 24, 25?
Nah, I was still playing basketball. I was like, I'm a hoop until my fucking legs fall off. And then life was like, no more basketball, G. And it was like, so it was a wake-up call, but it was also a wake-up call because my mom was sick. So I was like, damn, like, I might lose my little baby. You know what I'm saying? So with that, and then losing, then
quick.
not playing basketball, and it was like, all right, here go the real world. What your resume look like? Retail. Because
Basketball, yeah.
So like, I was good at talk. Like, if my homeboys would be like,
You can talk
I feel like you get an interview, you'll get a job.
You just gotta get in.
That's
there.
how I
Just
feel.
get an interview.
That's how I feel.
So Jack,
And what's
let's jazz
crazy
this
is
motherfucker
I
up.
felt like if I got an interview, I was gonna fuck it up.
True.
And I had credentials, but I just didn't have the confidence.
Yeah.
And we had the opposite. No credentials, confidence.
Takes a long way.
I always felt like if I sit down in front of you, especially if I sit in front of you, that's what I needed.
Yeah.
Because I can read my room, right? And then I see like which way I need to go. Do I need to be techie? Or can I talk about this sports shit and draw them in and they forget we in the interview?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If there's a woman across, it's over.
For him, this motherfucker was gone. Like,
I'm speaking for you.
For me, if it's that, I'm still reading my room because like women in Atlanta will talk about sports with you. You know what I'm saying? Like if I went to Florida State, I played ball, went overseas. Word, when was you there? Like my boyfriend used to play. Well, my boyfriend did it. Well, I went to UF. So then that opens another door.
If you get there to put that paper down like this,
It's over.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, like that opens another conversation. Now we 30 minutes into it. They like, I'm gonna just move you on to the next step.
Cause I like you.
Cause I didn't ask you shit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to look like I'm not a good interviewer. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I'm gonna just move you on to the next step. So like, I would take that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I figure if I get into the next step, I do the same shit. Now, when they started like, hey, we gonna do this online.
Oh yeah.
We gonna do this on a Zoom.
Attention superpower. Like.
God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this interview on Zoom, I passed. I really wasn't passing, but it was just a different feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so like it was kind of like what Brandon said, like having to figure it out because I didn't have, like my plan wasn't supposed to go into, it wasn't supposed to move this fast into my adulthood. Yeah, into the adulthood portion of it.
So take that back to the original question. You both said you didn't really have a adult plan. What was the surprise that you came across when you became an adult? Like you didn't have any expectations or looking forward to anything for real. Well,
the surprise was responsibility.
That's for real.
That's real.
Listen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did that look like to you? When did it hit you?
The kid. So when me and
That'll do it.
real
The
shit.
boy.
Because when me and my wife first got together, like we was getting money, we was making enough to pay the bill. We was out on the week, like we.
But that kid changed. That kid changed the numbers.
The kid was like you just said.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. I probably gotta find something a little better.
And matter of fact, let me go ahead and make my lunch.
Listen,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Ramen noodle for real.
Like, man, we literally like used to like blow. I know people use blow a check, but literally, because I was getting paid every week when I first came.
That's the life.
I would literally blow a check. And I'm like, oh, this is a free check. I'm gonna get paid next week.
You was the
That's
person
my bill.
people were making songs about.
Hey, listen, blowing it. Blowing it. I'm gonna get paid next week. All the bills paid. We good.
Yeah.
We can eat this week.
Yeah.
Friday. We good.
Yeah.
Like we knew. Like, but the baby came. It was like, man, shit, you know.
How old were you when you get?
Well, that's my chick.
25, 26, 25. Yeah.
Okay.
Baby said that's my chick, boy.
Man,
Pretty
listen,
much.
It was over.
How did you
Thought
react
you
mentally to that added? Because that's a weighted responsibility. How did you respond? Was it like, oh, this is just what I got to do, or was it like a fight from who you were to who you're trying to become?
Now go to the beginning when you found out. Was you excited?
No, we were excited.
Okay,
Fuck
so you was
that
trying.
shit. Let's
Okay.
get into
No,
it.
we weren't trying.
Okay, but you were excited.
We didn't
Okay.
care.
Okay.
I was like, oh shit, all right, cool, because this is who I want to be with. It
Gotcha.
just wasn't no random. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, we were excited. Like, damn, all right, cool. Only thing I was mad about that it was a girl.
Gotcha.
That was
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I respect
But what was the question?
Did you go through a process of trying
Oh
to?
nah, it was really just shit. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
But that's kind of always been my mindset
Yeah.
with whatever. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta figure it out now. Like no plan, but I gotta figure something out.
I mean, I couldn't. I got that one playing somehow. Like when we started trying to have a kid, I literally had like a 4-year plan.
See, even right there, that's a plan.
Yeah.
We're trying to have a kid.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I'll mess around go crazy without a plan.
That was beautiful. But I know I'm a person that's gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Like I've always figured it out. So especially with 2 responsibilities, I just went from nothing to like, oh yeah, something's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some people back home that I might need to do something for a couple of months if I needed to do that until something else came.
Yeah.
So something was happening. I was gonna figure it out. I've always figured it out. So but after that, like you said, I realized, okay, let me try to put some shit together to get somewhere. You know what I mean? So
Let me string some shit together.
yeah, but still, even with the plan, life happens. You know what I mean? So you have one plan. And, I know now my
They
plan
come
went-
in.
I
They
done
come
went a
in
whole
and say we
different
don't
way.
need you no more.
And then sometimes, like you have a plan and things was happening way faster. Then I was like, by this age, I'm gonna have this. By this, and then it was happening way faster than that age. So like, shit, hold on. Now I gotta find something else. Shit, like that was too fast.
I'm supposed to be in this phase for a little longer.
Like, but
But now that you mentioned that,
Figured it out.
I haven't always had a plan. When we was first dating,
Not me.
I know. I put it back when my wife and I was first started dating. Like we was just kicking it. She's older than me. She's like, I think she's 37 right now. I'm 34. I think it's a 34, right? So not too big or anything.
Yeah,
like
don't
that.
lie.
Right. But we dating for a while, and my dad's like, after we was dating for some time, he was like, so what you plan on doing? I was like, we just having fun, having a good time. He was like, how old is she? Like, at what point, like, her clock is going to run out before yours is. So you need to piss to get off the pot. Like, you need to decide.
Yeah.
And I think from that point, I was like, oh, this is serious. Like, we ain't in college no more. This ain't high school.
Right.
We not just going to classes.
How old were you when your dad brought that to you?
God, let's see, we got married in 2015. I was 25. So, 22?
Yeah, damn.
22.
He didn't let you live it. Oh,
That's grown as fuck.
But I mean, like, if you met with a grown woman, like,
she wasn't grown. She was 27.
bruh. But that's kind of what put me in that.
She
in
was
that
25 when he had to talk.
put me in the mind of like coming up with a plan and like taking things more seriously. But before that, I was just out here having fun. But
Your dad said, "Fuck that."
yeah,
That
decide
fun
what
shit
you
over
gonna
with,
do.
my boy.
Decide what you gonna do.
At 22. Ain't no more fun at 22.
Damn.
Like,
but that be the thing with that shit too. They don't realize that shit has changed.
Yeah.
Like that same pressure.
That
like,
30
you ain't really got
yeah.
that. Like dog.
That's
like,
today's 40.
How,
Like,
how long you gonna keep it? Man, shut up. This ain't that no more,
Yeah.
bro. Like we still enjoying each other.
Yeah.
We'll
Let's
decide.
do it.
Yeah.
and also figuring out if there's something that you even really want to do.
Yes,
That's
that's
real.
a fact.
Yeah.
Like, cause we ain't talked about that. Like we
Yeah.
talk about that shit all the time. Like my advice to you at 22 would have, like, your daddy probably would have tried to punch me in the mouth.
Yeah.
I would have slipped
Just
that
have
shit.
fun.
But
Slide to the left.
yeah, I would have slipped that shit. But nah, for real, like, and for me, and like I say this shit every week, if not every other week. In your 20s, man, enjoy your life.
Yeah,
Look,
because
that's what I'm preaching
you
right now.
barely know anything about yourself in your 20s. Like the shit that you thought was awesome. Like, man, I'm gonna eat steak every fucking day, and now you don't even eat beef. So now what the fuck you doing?
no.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking
like,
die.
Yeah, I mean, but think about your 20s though. It might not have been beef. It might have been like, nigga, I'm gonna drink Hennessy every weekend, and you're still in the same
you
fucking
still finding
confidence.
yourself.
Yeah,
I used to be. I can't believe I used to do that.
that's what I'm saying. You was drinking fucking
I was drinking Hennessy
gasoline and shit. Yeah, because that was what niggas did when they was 20. You didn't even, your insurance didn't even realize the different shit that you was doing out here.
Bro,
Your girl was like choke me, and your insurance was like regular
26,
prices.
so I had to get drunk.
Bruh, so that's what I'm saying. I preach, like, enjoy your 20s, learn yourself, figure out what it is that you like, dislike, and what you'll even tolerate.
That's a fact.
Here's a sticky question.
Here we go.
See if
Get
you're
messy.
willing
Get
to get
messy.
down.
Go with sticky.
Get messy.
Jacking off of his.
That's all. And here's a sticky question.
He goes sticky.
Sticky. Yeah, we.
He like some candles and shit.
Man, so, bro, this boy.
He like a
I don't know what you gotta say, dude.
Come on with it,
ass
brother.
nigga.
What's wrong with you nowadays, man?
Hey, so would you
That
give your younger self the same advice that you actually went through?
Who, me?
You went through it.
Would I give, if I came across me at that point, would I give myself the same
Would
advice?
you tell him to do what you did, knowing what you did when you did it?
That would change a few things. So I would, like, growing up, I had a real sheltered life. Like, I would be like, just like he said, go out, get it all out your system, figure out a whole lot of stuff. Because I had to mature real quickly. Because, like, I'm now married at 25.
Yeah.
Like, locked up, married. We bought a house together. Like, life got started for real, for real. And so I would
Why
probably
did you say that? That man was 25 and he was 25.
He had
Wait.
2 kids on the way though.
No, fuck that kid. We was engaged before she even got pregnant.
He was stupid too.
Yeah, no.
both of y'all over there on the stupid couch. Is that where we at?
That wasn't smart.
I was stupid too though. I just
it wasn't
didn't get
smart.
married.
But yeah,
Wait a little later.
I would lean more towards him, like just taking your time, figuring yourself out. But also, I think there's balance too. Like, figuring yourself out is real fun, but there's a balance where you're trading off fun for now versus fun for later. Like, because we got married so early, we built a lot of stuff, which now makes life more fun and rewarding. But
I think you have to do it intentionally though.
But
It's
he
not
talking
just
about,
like
personal fun.
it's a different kind of fun.
That is. I think that's what
When
you
I was
think.
young, I could hang off the ceiling fan and shit. Weren't really scared of that shit.
No, yeah, I'm saying, you know, like, I feel what you're saying, and that's cool and shit. But I think he meant like
The preacher just came up.
by yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, that fun.
But even if you do that, I think if you go your 20s without like having your fun, be intentional about it. Don't just be, I'll just wait till I'm 30 to even think about it. Like, go out here and look at
Try
how.
some stuff.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to try this because I want to see if I like it. I want to take
You
these
still,
different
yeah,
types.
you still. That's what I was about to say. You still dating, but you learning as you go along. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I'm just out here just doing what the fuck I want to do. It's like, okay, that person was cool, but I also see now I need to start setting boundaries.
Yeah.
That motherfucker took advantage of me not saying what
It
I
took
don't
me
like.
forever to learn that shit.
Also, now I know what I can't
Last
tolerate.
week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't take that crazy loud talk. I can't take. You know what I'm saying? Like, you learning
it's fun
things
for a little
about
bit,
yourself.
but after a while, it's like, nah, this ain't going, nah.
I told them, like, when Black was on the show, I was like, yeah, like, when I was younger, bro, I used to like girls with gold teeth and Jordans.
Man, I
Like,
like him with a stank walk.
and like, I'm an adult.
I still like
I
that.
know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I know.
I heard that
I
presentation.
can't have fucking gold teeth in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still buy a pair of Jordans, but come on, man, we're adults. You know what I'm saying? So you learn shit about yourself.
Shout out to the gold teeth when
That
you
man got a
watch
grill in
that.
the back right now, bro.
Yeah, for the right time. But I put mine in actually at the wrong time. When I'm wearing suits, this is when my grill come out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
Pimp C.
you understand? With a fur on. But I just think it's definitely, like you said, with intentions. Like, you learning stuff about yourself, you learning what you can and can't deal with, and in the process also possibly learning your person.
Yeah.
Like, think about the things that you have learned over time about your forever person right now. If you had to learn those things earlier, like some of the bumps and bruises you may not have encountered
Yeah.
early in your marriage, or even now in your marriage. Like,
I'm about to say,
later
or
on.
the things that you bumped and bruised on with them now cause friction or tarnished what you have now.
There you go. Because you still trying to figure yourself
exactly.
out.
Exactly. You was trying to figure it out. Well, you could have figured it out on your own time, in your own space, and then when you came into whatever,
it's a more complete person.
Yeah,
I'm with you. Yeah.
So I don't want to forget about you. What would you have? What did surprise you when you stepped into adulthood from
You
your?
did slip that question.
Yeah, you know, I don't let nobody slip. You slipped your pops real quick.
Slip pops and then slip the question.
I think just how, like, it's like I knew how fast life could come at you, but I think adult fast is different from kid fast. Like kid fast, like, because you remember we talked about how sometimes your family members don't let you hit the ground solid by yourself.
Yeah.
Like they kind of throw their hand under you. Like you had that heart attack feeling. Like, you know, you sit in a chair and that motherfucker go back. You had that heart attack feeling.
But you ain't hit the floor.
But you ain't hit the floor. Like somebody, your folks put their hand under you. Like at some point in adulthood, and I know this is terrible because I say this, like your pride gets you to a point where you that hand don't even come because you don't even tell them that it's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Or they decided I'm gonna let them feel it.
Yeah, or it came with the adult speed and they didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like purchasing a home is like, you know, buying a home is a big responsibility. Yada yada. Until you come home and your house hot as fuck. Yeah. And you don't even know why. Yeah. Right? So then you like, all right, man, let me try to figure out, get somebody to come check my air.
Or your basement swimming.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah, but hot is when somebody come, they checking you like, all right, hopefully it's just some Freon, some shit like that. Then it's like you need a new unit.
Yep.
That one old and your furnace old. You really need to replace both of them.
Yep.
So now,
and look, now you got to upgrade your electrical because the
panel wasn't even ready for that shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm telling you right now, the 2-ton really ain't gonna carry your house.
Yeah.
Listen,
this was built when the house. Somebody expanded it, so it don't really cover. When
you ain't even know.
Exactly.
That went on the inspection.
As a matter of fact, that shit on the back of your house ain't even part of it. You need to knock that shit on off. That shit ain't even legal.
You gotta pay a fine.
And we can't even run air to that bitch until it is legal.
Yeah.
So now, bro, you just have you ever felt and knocked the wind out of yourself, like falling backwards? Yeah. You don't even know where the ground at.
And you failed and hit your head and then the whole world spinning?
Yeah. And you can't breathe.
Man.
Now you crying and you don't even know.
Somebody handed you a napkin. You like, what's that for?
Man, that nigga crying. Like, I don't even know I'm crying.
Your eyes bleeding.
Like, your eyes telling you get the fuck out of here. Like, we need to run.
At some point in our young male life, I'm like, I'd rather the blood than the goddamn tears.
Bruh, so for me, it was that hitting the ground.
Yeah.
Like, my mom was one of them people, like, she'll dive, fuck up her knees, everything else, trying to put her hand under
like them dad videos.
Yeah,
diving down the stairs.
Yeah,
holding their kid by one arm.
Don't know what the fuck going on. Them motherfuckers still smiling.
Thinking they buzz like
you still smiling. Like, you would call home like, hey, I need 14 grand, and then you buy the pair of Jordans that come out that weekend. Cause you like, my check really ain't gonna
sound like real life.
My check ain't heavy in this. They had already told me that they're gonna help me.
I mean, he just gotta wait till Friday to his check hit, and it's all okay.
Back then.
But like, yeah, that adulting is different, man. Yeah. When you hit that ground, and now you got to try to figure out where this bread gonna come from.
Yeah.
Cause now your pride, like I said, there's a bunch of people in the graveyard that still got all their pride in their pocket, but your pride wouldn't even let you call home like, hey, can you give me or can you help me with?
I don't have pride.
I'm thinking of doing this. Have you ever had this experience? Now we can talk through it. That's what hurt me is I didn't reach out to talk to whoever had experience.
Like, to see if anybody had something like that. So so with all that going on, now you took out 3 credit cards.
Exactly.
And
thinking that you handling shit.
I'm handling it. One of them 23.9, the other one 18.9,
and one of them 29.99.
You know what I'm saying? So now, when all you had to do was ask.
Exactly.
All you had to do was ask.
Look, I got a credit card with 35,000. This got 26 years on it. I just put you on it. And, oh shit, thanks, mom.
And what's crazy?
But no, I ain't asked that question.
And what's crazy is your mom and daddy already knew when you bought the house you was getting ahead of yourself. So they was putting money to the side to help your goofy ass when you bought it. They was still ready to catch you.
Yeah.
But your pride wouldn't even let you call to check on it.
Yeah.
To say, hey, you know what? Y'all was right. I'm goofy. probably about that much dumb.
I need some
Can
help.
you help?
When you got to call back home, yeah, man, I caught her sucking dick. We knew she wasn't good for you. Man. Come on,
What?
Come on back.
What?
come on back home. I told you what. I told you. Still want to marry.
You always got a room. You always got a room here in this house.
In the mouth.
Go home and kiss him.
You always got a room in this house, but like you were saying, you like it's good to have a plan. But Mike Tyson said everybody got a plan till you get punched in the mouth.
Face, bro, I promise you.
And then it ain't even a set of hands that can kick your ass.
I'm calling home. I ain't listen. I ain't got that much pride. I don't have that much pride. Now, if I can figure it out, I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
But when I can't, pop this to me. I'm gonna need whatever it is.
Yeah.
If you can't, we gonna figure it out. But I ain't never been. Yeah, fuck that. No.
I don't know if I've ever been that. Like, I don't know if I could tell myself, but I know when I left the house, besides the assistance for tuition, I told myself I wasn't going to ask my parents to do anything for me. They have, but that was my mindset. That might have been
definitely
pride.
the last resort. But I'm not gonna put myself, like you said, in a deeper.
But what I'm saying is,
situation.
I have never asked my parents for anything.
Yeah.
Like I will sit there and go through whatever. Like the AC went out. And I suffered through 8 months. 6, 7 months.
Yeah.
Dude, shit, we was just in that bitch sweating.
What about fan?
I should have. But you know how cheap I am, right? But I'm like, okay. I could have just reached out. Like,
with the envelopes.
But
I didn't have no money.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel that too, right? So in that situation, I would have bought the fans, right? I would have did this. I would have did that. But that last resort to where, okay, I'm out, and I can't put myself. Yeah, I hate to do this, but they've always made it comfortable for me. It ain't never been no, man, you shoulda, or if you do what it did. No.
Yeah.
Not because life is a lesson, and they know that. They done been through shit. Y'all know my upbringing.
Yeah.
So they done been through all the shit. You see what I'm saying? To be like, okay, this is what happened. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
I got you. But it ain't never been no, I've always been like, I got you back. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've never been afraid to lean on my parents if I needed to, because they made it that comfortable. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Fuck no. That's the last call you want to make. Of course, as a man for sure.
Yeah.
Last call you want to make, because you want to have your shit together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got your own shit going. But like I said, I've never had a conversation, and this ain't many times, maybe 2 or 3 times, if that. You know what I mean? But it's never been a time to where, like, damn, I want to call him because I don't want to hear his mouth about this. Never did that. Always made it comfortable for me to, well, shit, I know if you call him, it's gotta be something.
With children or advising the next generation, which way do you lean? You should feel comfortable calling and asking, or don't call, don't ask me, figure it out. Like, how would you advise your children or whoever you're mentoring?
I'm here if you need me, but I think they're gonna have the same, especially my son, my daughter. Baby, call whenever you need to. Mm-hmm. Like I don't give a fuck. Yeah. That's just what it is. Yeah. Call. God damn it, nails done. Call.
I would lean more towards trying to teach them to call before you make decisions. So like, it's one thing to call after it's happened, and we have to kind of figure out a way to save it. Mm-hmm. But I want them to, because that's something that I didn't do, and I have resources, but I would want them to call me, you're about to go buy a car? All right, let's talk about the way to go in there to negotiate. If you want me to come with you, cool, I'll come with you. Yeah. If you're about to go buy a house, all right, be expecting closing costs. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Be on the front end, so at least I prepared you to be aware of what can happen. Mm-hmm. Now, if something still happens, I'm here for you, but call me on the front end before you start making grown-up decisions, because grown-up decisions...
Grown-up issues. Yeah. What about you?
I told a boy, man, like...
He raised a nephew.
Yeah. If you come to me with any of your situations, come up with 2 things, and then we'll work through whatever you got. And if those don't work or don't sound like they will work, then we'll figure something out. I'm more than willing to help you figure something else out, but I'm not about to be your problem solver the rest of your life. So when he was like 15 years old, and he'd be like, yo, I got this, and I'd be like, well, what you got? And then he'll give me his 2 things that he thought of, because I still want you to be a thinker, because eventually you're gonna have to do this by yourself. So I don't want you to get to a place where you feel like, oh, Uncle B will fix it. Yeah. Because I think that was what happened with my other siblings. Like, niggas was like, yo, if we caught something we knew CJ was gonna do, we knew he was gonna get us a shot. If we got in trouble, we knew he was gonna come get us out of jail. Like, they knew he was gonna be a problem. Like, that was my father, you know what I'm saying? So everybody knew he was gonna be the problem solver. When I came along, they was like, we knew you would figure it out. And it angered me at times, but then when I got older, I felt like,
that goes back to that one conversation, the knowing your audience. When I was telling you the difference between me and my other brothers and all that, like they know, you know what I mean. You good, and that is gonna piss you off, because I've had those thoughts too. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I ain't get to, you know what I mean.
But how do you? Because you recognize Byron is gonna be somebody that figures it out, but you can't just leave your younger brother, your 2 younger brothers out there knowing they just not gonna figure it out. How do you train them or instill that into them? Even though he has it naturally, they still need it.
No, you try to, right? I don't think it's more so like some people you can just let go. Yeah. Like some people you have to, like you said, you have to just keep and until some things they figure out. But it's still gonna be like you have to know the people.
No.
To me, I think a big thing is, even when you're making decisions for them or trying to come up with solutions for them, walk them through your process so that they can hear it, so that they can kind of, even if they need to write it down, like, this is how we should start thinking. Like, what's the easiest way to fix this? And then what's the way that I won't get in trouble to fix? You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever your process is, explain your process. Eventually get to a place where you can explain it, especially as they walk into adulthood, right? Because you don't want your kid, because we talking about purchasing houses and cars, but let's talk about, like, your kid thinking about going raw.
Yeah.
Let's talk these everyday situations.
Call me and talk.
But
before we do it, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Now let's be realistic.
Right
so that's what I'm saying. Now let's be realistic. You think your son gonna like?
The song is playing. That's
a long song. We got time. That's what I want to cultivate. I want to cultivate a space where, I mean, maybe not in the moment, but like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying to you is, what I'm preaching is, start to let them know your process, so that when he's in that situation, he'll know this is how I should process.
You got him on the preach.
Versus like he made that tap. You know what I'm saying? To reset that thing. Now he's like, too late. Hold on, let me go call my dad. It's too late. It's too late. Because even if he don't want to do it now, she want to do it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So now, and you stuck when she do.
Gotcha.
Because it's like, oh well, she. Now you emotional.
That's why when they come home from college, you buy that 50-pack.
Yeah, I found mine. So you got 2 sons.
Yeah.
Same question to you. How are you handling them when they get to a point of?
And like, honestly, this is an eye-opening conversation, because like, as I think back, I've both the pride issue of like, I'm not calling home. Mm-hmm. Like, not just it's not. Why? It's not even an option.
Why didn't you call him?
Well, because it just was never an option. And I think growing up,
you had his phone number.
Yeah, but growing up, like, the story was, if you go to jail, don't waste your first call on me. Like, if you get somebody pregnant, recognize your check is in half and deal with it.
I had the opposite.
Like, that was what I grew up with.
Yeah.
Like, if you
that's why at 22,
once you graduate, you ain't coming back home. Like, door shut, you can visit, but you ain't coming back home.
We talked about that.
Yeah. So it was no option for me. So as I sit here and listen to you, like, thinking about what I want to advise for my children, and even like, I would still think my parents are they provide a lot of wisdom, because we do have that space to have the conversation. But it's not, hey, I need help. This is what's happening. I've never been through this before. So like, when I lost my job for 9 months or whatever, nothing like that ever happened. We had just bought the building. We had just moved to another city. Like, we were probably the most vulnerable financially as we ever had been. So now we're walking through this new season, you know, living off of her. And granted, she made good money, so we could pay the bills. But all them extras, all them flights and trips and stuff, it ain't cards. And so, you know, I had a lot of conversation with my mom during that time, just like, how are you making out? Like, what are you doing? Like, how are you? Where's your mind at? Like, where's your faith? All of those things. But the conversation or the thought of, let me call for some help, nah. And so for my children, to answer your question, having 2 sons, I think I would err on the side of, you need to be able to have the tools to figure it out. I'm always going to be here and present to talk you through it, but I am not an option as far as help. I want you to be able to figure that out. I want you to be able to stand on your own, because I'm not always going to be here.
What's help?
Wait,
are you talking about dollars, or are you talking about, because to me,
I'm talking about, we're going to go through the thought experiment together.
Yeah.
Your expectation is not that I'm going to help you financially.
Okay.
Your expectation is you come to me for wisdom.
Yeah.
And I may want to help, but don't come looking for help, because I'm not always going to be here.
At what age is that?
Alive? No, I'm kidding. Real talk though, like, but no, I think the training and the expectation for that starts now. Like, hey, somebody's bullying me at school. Okay, well, let's talk about it. What's going to happen. Like, I mean, there's a point when
But I'm saying, when is the cutoff? Because at some point, you don't. You said there's no more help. Or girl? When is that cutoff?
I said there's no more expectation of help.
When? So when is that?
I like to think that's him.
When are you planning for that?
Him requiring help of me. Probably in the high school. And so let me show you what that looks like to me.
Shit. Yeah, please, because that's fucking wild.
What that looks like to me is, you need to figure out how you're going to get to college, get your scholarship or whatever. Now, granted, on the side, we're not paying. But we are saving even now to give them like each like $30,000, $40,000 in cash.
To go to college?
No.
Do whatever they want?
To do whatever they want.
Even if that's college?
No, they cannot spend it on college. This is an investment in whatever it is you want to do outside of the traditional education system. Yeah. This is not for college.
When do they know that they have this coming? Like, they know that Pops is not going to help me go to college?
Probably after they no longer need it.
Huh?
After they no longer need it.
How do you as a young man prepare for that?
It's not. It's a
how
gift.
do I know that I'm not going to get aid going to school from my parents as I'm going through high school?
We're not paying for college.
Yeah, you said after they know they don't need it.
Yeah, so we're talking about the money set aside. Like, so
no, I'm talking about
the talk track for college through high school. We're not paying for college.
Okay, so lean into that.
Okay, what if what if they don't decide not to go to college? I mean,
okay, what you gonna do? Military, business? What you gonna do? Now let's play that out. If they decide not to go to college because they want to start investing in their future, they have a business. Hey, we got $40,000 for you.
This is 18, Vernon.
And if you big enough to make that decision,
kids are stupid.
But that was literally what we talked about.
They are stupid.
No, they're not.
They are.
Bro, like if your kids say, I really don't, school just ain't for me. Like, don't force your kid to
waste their money.
So what if they don't get the scholarship to go to college?
Right. Like, what if they want to go to college, but they don't have the money scholarship wise?
So for that to happen, you had to trick off school. Your grades are horrible. Because there's an Elizabeth City State University that'll pay for you somewhere.
So they can go anywhere.
They go wherever they want. You think I wanted to go to Elizabeth City State? That's the only place that will give me a scholarship.
Yeah, I definitely thought you wanted to go there.
No. Like, I graduated with like a 2.9. Like, no.
In high school?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And so my parents was like, I was, but I didn't study. And so they was like, what you gonna do? And so I found this little raggedy school, and it's called,
man, don't disrespect
I won't talk about school, but it's called the Great Dismal Swamp. Like, when you drive up to the school, welcome to the Great Dismal Swamp.
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
And it's like,
that's scary.
Yeah. But that's where I went. And that's where I had to learn that my decisions matter.
That's his bottom. We talked about hit the bottom. And not
without the glove?
Yeah, not wanting to get back up.
So, to your point, like, if I'm telling you this and you don't think I'm serious, well, there are now decisions. So now your financial future, the freedom you would have had, your check that you would have had, now you got student loans to pay off, or you decide to go to the military, or you decide to pursue something else. But you're making decisions. Like, you are making decisions. I can advise you, but if you're going to make a stupid decision, you deserve a stupid outcome.
So I don't get a scholarship, but I have $40,000 to help me potentially.
You can't use it to go to school.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so let's say you can't get a scholarship, and you decide that, hey, this school thing's not for me. I want to be a mechanic, or I want to spend a year finding
which
myself.
is a great career.
Like, if you want to spend a year finding yourself, cool. Go find yourself. And when you found yourself, then a time will be appropriate where I let you know we've already prepared for you. But for me as a parent, I'm not going to give you something that's possibly going to lead to your demise because you're not ready.
Facts. I understand that.
And now, granted, you could say that as a parent, I can't tell my kid when they're ready. But to me, I can tell my kid when I'm going to give them what I've set aside for them for a certain time and period.
I remember when I went to college, I was like, I said to my parents, I was like, bro, what about the money y'all save? And they was like, we bought you a ball every Christmas. We bought you a
what
ball.
About the money y'all save?
We bought you a ball every Christmas. You should have got good. You should have perfected this by now.
The hoop out there.
Yeah. You should have been getting good, bro.
Little Larry down the street used to come work with you and shoot.
Yeah. You was killing them other kids. What you was doing?
Hey, I want to use this because thinking about your son, he'll be 18 in 10, 15 years. But as a young man wanting to manifest, because that's what we came here to talk about today, which is the meat of the conversation after fucking 40 minutes.
52. Yeah.
But
It's been that long for us.
Yeah.
what your son has his own thoughts, his own dreams. What are you telling your son about manifesting his life? What would you, don't even tell your son, what would you tell you at 18?
So the first thing would be definition of the word, because there's a lot of words we use today that have lost their true meaning. And I believe personally, when a lot of people say manifest, it's let me sit down, let me write a vision board, let me put it on a wall and hope it's going to come true. But that's not truly what we found. That's not truly what manifesting is. Manifesting is, yes, doing the thought experiment, figuring out what it is that you want to do, but then also taking the action to make it happen.
For sure.
And so anything my son tells me that he has a desire to do, if that desire is met with a willingness to work, we're all for it.
Right.
Like, if you want to go play ball, cool, we put you in the best ball play. You want to do educate, cool, we put you in the best.
Yeah.
So whatever you're willing to work for is what I'm willing to partner with you on. But you out here just saying you want to do things and not putting effort to it, that's where we first started the conversation about those really rude conversations I have, that truth conversation.
Yeah, no,
that's where that person comes out, where it's like, now you just wasting my time and my money because you're not serious about this. So if you're not serious, I'm not serious. You can take yourself down here and do whatever you want, but you're not gonna waste what I've built.
Look, I told him that's pretty much what my pop said. He's like, I'll help you do anything you want to do, even if it's nothing. If you want to do nothing, I'll help you do that. But if you got to show me that you want to do something, I'll give you the same effort to help you along the way.
I don't think these are even rude conversations. I think sometimes we've had so much shit sugar coated that when we have like direct,
there you go,
and blunt conversations, then they come off as being rude. It happens a lot in the South, but like we've had so much shit. Just they sprinkle so much sugar on that shit. Like even when your grades be, they're like, look, you still got time to get better, and like people that had these talks with us, and whether it was because we were athletes or whether because we were charismatic, or whatever it was, we didn't catch the rude and blunt conversations. So then, I take that back. We didn't catch direct conversations. So then when we got older and people started telling us shit direct, then it was like, damn, you rude as fuck.
That stings, that hurts.
Nah, I really just told you the truth.
Yeah.
Without making it so that you felt good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't even think it's a rude conversation, or it's just truth. Yeah. You had a tough or fierce conversation that left you feeling uncomfortable. So and here we are.
Throw the same question to you about manifestation. Like you literally lived the dream. Like how did was that a manifestation that you slept in the bed at 12 and said, I want to go and play professional basketball, I want to go play football on a collegiate level? Like, did you manifest that, or was it like you just woke up every day and did what you wanted to do and things happened? Like, what is manifestation and how did it present itself or show an example in your life?
I think manifestation for me was kind of like almost like what y'all talked about in the beginning, like having a plan, right? So like we talked about it what was it, a couple weeks ago, like writing it out and making it plain, so that you can see it and you can refer back to it if you need to, right? So like we hear it one way, like everybody think, oh, I just gotta write it down. It can be something as simple as putting a poster up of Michael Jordan on your wall. You see this every day.
Right.
This is my goal. This is who I want to be.
To it.
Yeah, you attach your goal to that.
Yeah.
And this is what you see and do every day, right? Like for you, football, you was like, Barry Sanders is my dude, right? You knew you ain't want to be no damn kicker the rest of your life, right? So your goal was, I want to be this level of football player. I want the world to see me the way I see him.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm gonna go out here and do all the work I gotta do to be seen as that guy through the eyes of everybody else and not just myself. Now, that was
faith, part of my flaw.
The faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
So if you ain't gonna go out here and put in the work to do those things, then what are you really doing?
Yeah.
You really just you fucking
just writing.
You just writing.
Yeah,
exactly.
But you skipped over the magic, and I want to make sure we don't miss it, because you said write the vision and make it plain. And I think to make it plain, sometimes we think it just needs to be simple, but it's drawing a line between where you want to go and what you got to do every day to get there to change
what
your
are
life.
Those steps to get to
exactly.
That?
When you break down those steps and you're faithful to it, you said faith without works. That's when you really start to see change. But just putting some pictures, some random dude on the wall, ain't gonna do nothing if you're not working towards it every single day.
It's the work. Like you really got to go out there and say. Like and like I said, what's crazy is as y'all started to come through, it was a little bit easy because you could find the work on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
You could literally find
Ocho
the work.
Cinco was my training partner.
Yeah.
I go do his videos every day.
For us at times, we didn't even know what the work looked like.
He failed that nigga.
Huh? We didn't know what the work looked like.
Take a second to think about that.
Like, what's crazy is if dudes who made it, if they didn't come home to show you what that work looked like, then it was like, and if you was and then if you was from the hood and you ain't get to go to them camps or you ain't play for a coach that had made it to that level,
I had those connections,
or had them type of connections, or somebody could come, you know what I'm saying? Somebody was coming in like, hey, this is the type of work y'all need to be doing. Then you was kind of blind out here. You was like, you feeling like, shit, we in a good space, and then you run into some kids who was coaches' kids. When I got to Tallahassee and I saw what coaches' kids looked like, I was like, oh, this man got a real whip. Even before I got down there, when I got to Detroit, I was like, oh, this different.
Nah, listen, when I went to LSU Nike camp, like this was 07, so it was before all the.
This is like Spark shit.
Spark, listen, and you had to be invited.
Yeah, I was.
So I'm like, oh, nigga, I got invited to the Nike camp. Nigga, it's up. I'm the best, you know.
Yeah.
Man, shit.
That's what I'm saying. But that's
shit.
But that's
man,
also,
you find out how average you really are. Like, I gotta work.
And then you realize, like as you get older, then you realize how important it is to go back and feed back into people who look like you, who got that same dream, who got that same want, that same goal that you had. You realize how important it is to go back and feed into them
because you needed it yourself.
You needed it, bro. You saw who you need. You go back and you tell the little version of you, hey, this is what you should be doing, and this is how you become enough.
Bro, my mother told me, she's the one that told me to write the book, but it wasn't until I really sat down and thought about how much I needed what I needed to give to a younger me, that I actually sat down and did it. Like, it was cool, like I'll write a book. But when I started thinking about, like, how did I get here? Nobody ever would sit down and nobody saw me. So I did all this shit behind the scenes, underground, so I'm like, somebody else is out there working like that. And if they had the knowledge that I have now, as they move through their process, one, it'll help them advance in their process, but then they'll also have the mindset of the transition at whatever point it is, whether it's 10 years after a 10-year NFL career or it's after your college career. Whenever that day the ball stops bouncing, you'll be thinking about the things that you gained inside of that process. So that's what really drove me to write the book. And then another thing I wanted to add is I heard about the law of attraction, and that's pretty much of the envisioning and making it plain. But it states that once you create that vision, once you make that statement, write it down, it puts you on a collision course. The universe puts you on a collision course or whatever that is. But that doesn't mean you stand in place and something hits you. You have to make it to whatever point that is for the collision to happen. Yeah. All the work to get there is the things that, to me, is manifestation. That's, to me, you telling the world every day that I wake up, this is what I truly want. And then that's when you have the opportunity for that collision for it to happen.
Oh, you cleared your throat. I was ready to hear.
No, I ain't got shit.
No, that nigga just got sinus from.
Yeah.
He just got sinus from.
The look,
like he about to bring it home right now.
the look is just hit me. But nah, it's man, that writing shit down and you know that shit really works. Like this is so small, right? But been going to the gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I fuck off every once in a while. So I just took a picture, a before picture, the other night. Now, bro, you can't. I'm in that bitch every day, right? Just cause I see, like, all right,
I see it.
I have to look better than this in 2 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just simple shit like that.
You
like,
can't let yourself down.
Yeah.
Exactly. But just seeing it, like I've been having these same thoughts, like 2 months I'm gonna be good, 2 months.
Yeah.
But it was like, all right, now I have a before. Now I have something.
Yeah.
So now in 2 months I can't look like this.
It's always the reminder of the goal, and then if to me, that's the importance of setting goals, is because no matter when you fall off track, because it's gonna happen. You know, I need to start. These are the things I need to do to get back on track, and then to get to the place I'm trying to be.
If I would have
the
took that picture, I would have ate them fries tonight.
Yeah.
Like, no real shit.
It's an extreme example,
It was
but
that bad? It was that bad?
No, it's not. It's not bad, but it's still
Hey,
like.
we gonna show the people.
We can. It's still alright. You know what I mean? But it's just like, but that visual is every time I think about something, I just have that visual like, I gotta look better than that.
They talk about like them shows like My 600-Pound Spouse or
crazy.
like The Hoarders. Like the first thing they do is remove all the mirrors. Like so you can't see where you are anymore in comparison to where you want to be. And I think that's a testament that if you see it, you obviously be like, it'll push you to do it more.
Yeah.
That's crazy, because look, they talk about don't get on the scale every day. Man, I get on that goddamn scale like, look, shit, I'm all right, let me go do some, let me go hit the gym. But if you wait 6 weeks,
you don't know how
you might be, and then you get on there and you 15 pounds heavier. But I've been going to the gym. I thought I was eating good enough.
You want to work?
No, that shit'll check you. That shit'll check you every day.
There.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good talk. Good talk.
Why the fuck are we just repeating him? Absolutely.
That man said some good shit today.
Yeah.
Hey,
When you coming back, Vern?
Whenever.
Don't say that.
short this man's name.
Hey man,
Whenever.
Reverend Brown. That's just so funny to me.
Hey,
Because I feel like we still got shit to get to. We spent a lot of time on that stupid ass question in the beginning.
No, but you know, the question took off. The question took off, and it kind of went into what we was talking about, but we ran out of time, man, because we had so much shit to give to y'all. Like this question really did open up some good shit in real life.
We got more to get to, Reverend Brown.
The question did what?
That's a lot of stuff.
The question did what? The question did what? All right.
He made it tell
Saying, man.
the nigga opened the dialogue.
Right.
Like, oh, okay, we might have some shit. Thank him, goddamn.
Right.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
That nigga could have said, "Is the grass really greener?" That nigga would have took off.
Fuck them.
Right. I mean, real. Is it really green?
Yeah.
Is it really green?
Nah, man, but
This
I
nigga
do.
colorblind. He thought it was blue the whole time.
Man, I had to tell a little class today that I was colorblind. I had to tell them an interesting fact about myself.
That's what you came up with?
I didn't want to tell them nothing else. That was stuff personal.
I jack off 17 times a week.
What? That's probably the first place your mind went.
I like candles to jack off.
I'm gonna tell you what's funny, right? Hold on, real quick. So, I went to therapy last week. No, 2 weeks ago. But yeah, first time. And so
You been since?
Huh?
You been?
Yeah, I have it this Thursday, but it'll be my second session. But so we was talking, good conversation. He was like, so what do you do to relax? I said, I be playing flag football.
This is where we really figure this shit out.
I know.
You have to be honest.
I know. If he asks me, I'm gonna tell the truth.
This is where the shit go wrong.
He called me on guard. Like, what do you do to relax? I be playing football and shit.
I go to the gym.
I said,
That's what it is.
I be doing that too.
You gotta tell the truth, man. That's the only way you can help.
Yeah, man. I just ain't want to feel like I had a problem.
We ain't that
I ain't ready
close
to face
yet.
that problem.
What made you start going?
These fools.
Yeah. Him mostly.
Who?
Wallace.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on his ass.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
We had conversations and he was like, man,
Thanks,
you thought about therapy? Like, fuck no. Nigga, I be praying and shit. You know what I mean?
God,
That
got
shit,
therapy.
though.
Yeah.
Pretty schizophrenic, y'all.
All that
All three of us be praying in my head together.
depression.
Ain't that right, my nigga?
I ain't depressed.
Like,
I
I came on this
praying
episode
about
and said,
who is this nigga
I used to shoot dogs and run over animals.
I didn't say shoot dogs. I said I used to shoot birds.
It just sounded.
and ran over dog.
Don't repeat that. Somebody DM me and said
Nina is coming for you. Your comment's gonna be on
somebody
fire.
said I need to be censored.
I asked you if you wanted me to.
Well, don't. Sometimes you gotta
We need
help
a
your
beeper button.
friends. Sometimes
Don't
you
let
gotta.
him go down.
Sometimes,
asked
but I don't. I may
You said
not. I
run
may
it.
think it's okay. You may be
Alright.
like, I don't think so.
I did.
Help me,
I
help-
said it. I
help
said,
me, help
you want to
me,
run
shit.
this shit? Like, run it.
Help me.
Help me. Shit.
Like, we got you.
God damn.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah,
I tried.
I didn't think that was that
That
bad.
shit was awful. That was a terrible cut.
That was, it was young.
And he kept
what
going,
we was
too.
talking.
That's why we here, because you might think what's that?
And that's why he need to go to
We
therapy.
were talking about like other shit. So I was like, man, I didn't care about like
And
dogs.
Yeah.
It was straight dogs.
Yeah.
It wasn't like no old
They
dogs.
had no-
They had no
collar
collars on.
I checked for the collar. I checked the little bark.
They had like the mane and shit like that.
Just
They gonna die anyway.
Let me help you
I
to
knew
your
that shit was
destination.
coming. I knew that
You
shit was
wrote the vision
coming.
and made it plain. Let me help you.
But we ain't going back down there. I love
If you really
dogs.
want to
I
help,
have-
you would have
I
got
have-
yourself some help.
I
You
have
talking about that
two dogs.
collision course
Look,
with destiny?
exactly.
I'm gonna bring your destiny today.
What the white people be saying when they ain't racist? Man, I got black friends. I got two dogs.
I got 3 or 4 black
I love
friends.
dogs. Got 2 dogs, man. Shout out to Kane and Nova.
All my black friends spot to taken right now. Oh, president of
But
California.
yeah, man, why you had to... But anyway, I'm in counseling. It's going okay. We'll see next week.
Counseling and therapy, those two different things.
Therapy.
what's the difference? What's the difference?
Counseling is you got a problem, like you've been diagnosed with something.
No,
Never seen your counselor.
How you know that?
Therapy is usually.
What if you got
Somebody
something
look that
that's
shit
not
up now.
diagnosed? Is that still therapy? That's
a good question.
It's
It's a good
just,
question.
you just got a
It's
few
an
more
underrated
sessions
question
before
right
it's-
there.
it's
Let's
a few
figure
more.
it out.
It's just a few more sessions before they figure that shit out and get you the hell out of their office and get you with somebody with some.
therapy.
So, premarital counseling, that means y'all got a problem?
That's a good point. Never thought of it that way.
Yeah, you do.
See, Vernon, you really don't know all
You-
this shit.
it's a
You
good
just
point.
talking
It's a
real
good
good
point,
and saying
though.
big words.
If you say it with enough confidence, anybody
You
believe it.
right. We ain't
No,
fucking with that
that's-
shit, Vernon.
We're gonna ask a
I'll
question.
say this: you probably do. You just don't know it. You getting that premarital
Yeah,
counseling.
Ain't no problem.
It's coming.
Ain't no
Something wrong
problem.
with both of you motherfuckers.
First session.
I
Go
don't know why
ahead.
y'all think y'all doing this right.
You think it's a good idea?
You think this is God's will?
That is funny.
Have you seen this nigga on the weekend?
Man,
I hear shooting dogs and stuff. Like, wow.
Man.
I was about to correct you, dude. About to say, no, run them over.
Make it better.
I'm not.
Let me say this nigga. Hey, don't forget, man. Go by www.droppingdymes.com.
And adopt the dog.
Dimes with a Y. I'm trying to get you away from it.
I'm saying
and you just
adopt one.
keep
I'm
pulling
trying to
up.
make it better.
No, you're not. though. You're not, because you remind me.
Go to droppingdymes.com.
There you go.
With a
Get yourself
D-O-C.
Dime with a Y. Damn, dime with a Y. Purchase something, man.
There you go.
Purchase something. A shirt, t-shirt, sweatshirt, Dropping Dimes toaster. I think we got them on there yet.
Nah, just the
Not
nose
yet?
ring.
Okay, just the Dropping Dimes nose rings. They on there. But
And to put something out there, Vernon said something before the show. Vernon said,
What you doing?
Vernon
What
said he gonna buy us new mics. So since we put out there,
Yeah, there we go.
and we don't have
There we
new
go.
mics,
I got so scared.
this nigga done went wrong. This nigga done went wrong.
We done took it left.
I was like, oh man.
Everybody
You done-
thought
hold on, did I miss something else?
I know what the mute button is now.
I was like, this man just, you done killed all the, every little bit of loyalty you ever had.
Did I miss something? The way you niggas got nervous, like shit. I'm gonna
Man,
take a
listen,
kiss.
I was
where you was going.
Look,
dog.
if you still here, if you still hanging out with
nobody's ever
us,
coming
hit the
back.
like button, hit the
Yeah.
subscribe button,
Like,
leave a
subscribe.
comment.
We ain't get
Yeah,
past
there we
these
go.
mics.
There you go.
Nah, we don't have new mics.
We still
in
trying
the
to get
next
to 1K,
4
man.
episodes.
You know I'm a liar.
Hey,
We
don't
I brought a liar
and
on.
don't go to his church.
And that's his partner. That's his partner, because we know he'll lie.
What you gonna see is one new mic, and then they gonna have the old stuff because they talked about me. That's what's gonna happen.
Hey, before with a guest, I always like to end with This is called Dropping Dymes. What's one dime that you would give the people if you walk off the show?
Man, that's new.
That's a good question.
Every time we have when I do one.
I guess we had to guess in a minute. So
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
remember.
There's something to be learned in every room with any audience if you dig hard enough and listen hard enough to find it.
I see that.
I like that.
Look, that actually brings me back to I was.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know.
Not pulling the chin here.
This has been another episode.
Hey, nigga, like
This
this
is
fucking that
segment
grandpa.
story time.
Like your granddad
in
just
the
like
show,
like-
and that reminds me of.
Son, look it up.
Alright, next time.
Story time.
Hey, that's literally like when your granddad be like, that remind me of back in
Appreciate that kind of
Nigga say, "Oh,
1422.
Appreciate that accountability. I hope that next time.
That was
Write it down. You ain't gonna forget.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna type that, write it, and then I'm gonna make it plain and
There you go.
collide with it. Manifest.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Lord, if all hearts and minds are clear.
One time, real quick. Okay. I just want to thank you, brother,
Yeah,
for coming
we
on,
really
making
do
the time.
appreciate you,
Absolutely.
Like, bro,
We
really
appreciate
came in on his family time and made time for us, made time for y'all. So we appreciate you
With
for
big
coming out
energy
here.
too.
Yeah,
With big energy.
the way he was telling us about you, I was like, man, this shit finna suck. I ain't gonna lie. That was my thought.
Okay.
Hearing you
Well, I like
You
low
flip-
expectations.
you flip it around.
I like low expectations. It's good. It's good.
flip it
I should
around.
have said he about as good as you, and then you would have felt real low.
This was real good. Huh?
But yeah, it was
That
good
nigga
energy. That's like nah,
motherfucker
for real.
be
Like bro came in on good energy, and it's been up since he came in, man.
Yeah.
That's difficult. That shit is difficult.
Especially
like you
with
walk
new
into a
people.
room,
Yeah.
with strangers, essentially strangers. Like you
And it's
hope,
late.
yeah, you hope that everybody's cool as the person that you know in the room, but
Yeah.
realistically, you don't know how that shit gonna go, man. You could have came in and just been,
He could have been a real asshole.
yeah.
I was halfway.
Yeah, that's what I said. Real.
Yeah,
He was
but
mad.
he only gave you half.
Yeah,
of it.
Oh yeah,
You know
he
what I'm
down.
saying?
He down. You saw
but
how
I
we
think-
was talking earlier.
But honestly, I think his energy just came in and it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like even when you were trying to, you know, you saw you had your asshole shit, but like he realized it was all jokes and it's all family, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, we really do appreciate you, bro.
No,
we
we
appreciate
do.
you coming
Happy to
through,
be here.
man. Like it was not to say it was last minute, but it is late. Like he said, it is late. So we really do appreciate you guys. We
Anything you want to
appreciate
plug?
Nah, I'm good shit.
you.
Crazy.
Yeah, you got social media? Anything you want to throw out there? Nope, there it is.
You don't want no photographers?
Nah, I'm
photographeries.
I'm good.
Whoa.
That nigga make
Yeah,
enough
it's,
money.
it really is late. It's another episode of Dropping Dymes.
don't have
Oh yeah, he forgot his camera and shit, so he can't do shit.
Yeah, so again, man, we really appreciate you guys coming through. As always, thanks for giving us a little bit of your time, letting us into a little bit of your
Y'all
space,
took a lot of my fucking
and just
time.
letting us do what we do, man. That's just talk. And
Cut that whole
this
shit
was
off.
this was actually a really good talk.
cropping it,
Like I hope y'all really do pick a dime out of this one
Yeah.
and add it to your life bank and can cash it in, man, because we covered a lot of good stuff.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, I really.
I had a good time doing it.
Yeah, the conversation was appreciated. And like I said, I just hope y'all got something out of this. Like he even said it himself, like we trying to give tools. Like he said, I want to give my sons the tools. That's all we trying to do. We gave it something different.
Yeah.
We really want to give you the tools so that when you encounter this shit in life, man, you're able to use that tool. So we appreciate you coming through. We appreciate you giving us some time and some space to let us talk. All right?
All right.
Fuck
Love y'all, man.
All they all idiots.
This how I'm feeling inside. Every line that I ride, I just hope I don't cry. I'm just spitting. Yeah, I'm just spitting.
Baby, close the door.
Man, yo, he
Girl, I got a thing I want to show you.
shit. Wanna take the wall down. Wanna take the wall down with you.
Listen to the words of the song.
I'm thinking about how I'm gonna put them back up.
Russ had to pay for these walls.
I gotta pay them.
Yeah.
We do need to some paint.
You don't think about none of that shit.
What you doing?
That's asking about that ass. I'm trying to take the wall down too, goddamn.
And leave.